Have you ever wondered how Billie Eilish and Finneas craft a drum sound? Let's dive in.
It's amazing how Billie Eilish and her brother Finneas O'Connell have basically reshaped the way hit songs are produced today. Their way of exclusively working with one another as a duo for writing and producing in a more or less DIY home studio is truly unique in today's world, where pop stars usually have an entire team of songwriters and producers behind them. This intimacy and trust between Billie and her brother can be felt and heard on all of Billie's songs. While most of her older songs like Bad Guy relied on programmed electronic drums, her recent smash hit Birds of a Feather features some super vibey acoustic drums. Let's take a listen.
I want you to stay.
The drums in this song are more or less 2 loops of drums and a tambourine combined. Finneas explains it himself in this clip.
That's the loop without the extra kicks, and then once you add the extra kicks, it beefs it up.
Using drum loops and adding your own twist is common practice for producers these days and sounds super cool, as they often think more in terms of what vibe should the drums have rather than what part should I play, like a drummer would. This often leads to fresh sounding and super musical drum parts, which can teach drummers lots of lessons. We wanted to recreate the drums from Birds of a Feather from scratch, so we chose some equipment that fits the final sound you hear. Sticking with a home recording vibe, we moved upstairs in our studio and set up a little DIY recording space in one of the rooms there. We built our setup based on what you'd be expecting to find in your average home studio and went with a small Gretsch Catalina Club Jazz kit with an 18-inch kick, 12 and 14-inch toms, and a 14 by 6.5 inch snare. This small kit fits right in with the warm, intimate drum sound we're going for. We kept the drums as they were, and Pascal tuned them to the record, which is pretty low.
Okay, for the bass drum, I'm just throwing in some blankets. Next up, let's do the snare. For that, I have this muffin, which I'm gonna put on. That's gonna eliminate all overtones. Those snare wires are way too wet for me, so I'm gonna add some tape to the bottom of the snare to tame those a little bit. And for the toms, I'm going to try to use some of those mini muffs and see what that sounds like. I might have to add some tape, but I'm going to start with that. That's going to work.
We compared some cymbals and ended up with an 18-inch Zildjian A medium thin crash. The hi-hats we chose are 14-inch A customs. To record this kit, we kept it simple and used Pascal's recording rack, which is basically just an interface and a preamp going directly into Logic. The mics we chose are from Beyerdynamic, and we used an M88 and an M90 Pro X in the kick and an M201 on the snare. For the toms, we chose TGD 57s. The hi-hat has an M60 ribbon mic on it for some grit and warmth, and we used another M90 Pro X as a mono overhead. An M88 as a Wurst mic blends it all together nicely. Now here are the drums Pascal recorded without the tambourine, which we added later. After recording this, Pascal used the overhead mic to overdub an LP Cyclops tambourine with brass jingles. Here are the complete drums. And now, let's add the track. Even though this is not exactly the way Billie and Finneas created the drums for Birds of a Feather, it still portrays a possible workflow to get to the same result. Feel inspired? Tell us about your recording practices in the comments. By the way, if you're a producer or songwriter and you want Pascal to record drums for your tracks, just hit him up through the link in the description. Also, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. We hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.